Observation. This is a sci-fi thriller where you will have to uncover what happened to the crew of the space station through the lens of artificial intelligence. You will assume the role of AI by operating the station's control systems, cameras, and tools. The game is blending narrative adventure, puzzles, exploration, and cosmic existential horror. You will uncover the true nature of yourself, your crew, and the mysterious, always present hexagon on Saturn. The story, horror atmosphere, and music is great, but the game can be a buggy mess if your gaming setup is slightly out of the ordinary. Also, people on Steam are recommending playing it with a gamepad. But in general, it seems that Observation is a great deal for the fans of 2001: A Space Odyssey and Solaris movies. I will say probably blasphemy that I liked Solaris with George Clooney way more than that Soviet film with Donatas Banionis as the main protagonist. Way more. Sumerian 6. In this real-time tactical adventure, you will embark on a journey across multiple continents during the Second World War. You will dispose of your enemies by using each team member's unique set of abilities and save the world in the process. Or not. As you delve deeper into the sinister Nazi plot, you'll encounter occult scientific weapons and ancient Sumerian artifacts, able to shift the tides of the Second World War into a not-so-nice direction. You know, a grim future awaits you should the Nazis be victorious. So do your best to prevent that dark timeline from coming true. So because simple Nazis just lost the war in our timeline, here you will encounter something way more evil.
More evil than Nazis? You sure?
Good point. Not more evil, but more powerful. Heavily armed, mutated, and supernaturally charged forces will be thrown against you and will put your strategic abilities and dexterity to the ultimate test. So if you like alternative history, stealth, adventure, and Nazis, no, that sounds wrong. If you like alternative history, stealth, adventure, and stories involving Nazis, the game is definitely for you. Ruiner. This is a brutal action shooter set in the year of 2091 in the dark and gloomy cyber metropolis. You will play as a wild psychopath and go bananas against a corrupt system to uncover the truth and retrieve your kidnapped brother. Here you will be able to combine cybernetic reflexes, augmented tools, and the arsenal of fallen foes to tear down and dismantle evil corporations, or be dismantled by them, 50-50. Game features lightning-fast combat that requires a delicate balance of overwhelming brute force and elegant strikes to overcome all manner of savage opponents. You can blast through crowds or slow down time and calmly select your points of attack before unleashing a storm of violence. People are saying that the game is naturally easy to control and is one of the best examples of the cyberpunk genre. Thronebreaker: The Witcher Tales. This is a single-player RPG set in the world of The Witcher that combines narrative-driven exploration with unique puzzles and card battle mechanics. Well, some sort of a mishmash of different things, but so is potato salad, so expect the best. The game spins a truly regal tale of Meve, a war veteran and queen of two northern realms, Lyria and Rivia. Facing an imminent invasion from Nilfgaard, she is forced once again to enter the warpath and set out on a dark journey of destruction and revenge. Well, honestly, if Nilfgaard changed the N in this name to M, they can invade anyone anytime they want. Just saying, nobody would resist. People are saying that the writing here is amazing, although the game itself is so unusual that sometimes it may be hard to really get into the gameplay. But don't let that discourage you, the review score is over the roof and most players who bought the game are recommending it for you, and so do I. Show those Milfguardians who's the boss.
My friend Pedro.
This is a violent ballet about friendship, imagination, and one's man's struggle to obliterate anyone in his path. The strategic use of split aiming, slow motion, and the old stylish window breach create one action sequence after another. If I had to describe this game in one word, it would be fluid, intuitive. Well, that's 3 words, but I was never good at counting. Anyway, this game is pure carnage with amazing features like time slowing and killing enemies with a frying pan. People on Steam are saying that this is a platforming Max Payne, although yellower and with Adidas tracksuit. And you know, Pedro, it's not you, it's a talking banana which makes you commit murders. Great game. Batman: Arkham City, Game of the Year Edition. Overwhelmingly positive reviews is not something we can easily ignore, and the game will send you flying through the expansive Arkham City, 5 times larger than the game world in Batman Arkham Asylum. The game is home for all of Gotham City's thugs, gangsters, and insane criminal masterminds, including Catwoman, the Joker, the Riddler, Two-Face, Harley Quinn, your ex-girlfriend, the Penguin, Mr. Freeze, and many others. The game allows you to genuinely experience what it feels to be the Dark Knight, delivering justice on the streets of Gotham City. Well, in our world, Batman would be sitting behind the bars, because in most countries, even defending from criminals and using excessive force is forbidden. When the world became such a soft place, I didn't even notice. Myst. This puzzle game was one of the first titles I have ever played on my PC. That was around 30 years ago, but don't worry, this version I'm talking about is fully remastered in 3D and you can even play it in VR. So here you arrive to a beautiful island shrouded in mystery so you could unravel its secrets. As you learn what happened here, you will find that you are playing the key role in an epic story whose ending has not yet been written. One thing I must mention here is that the puzzles here are really difficult, so if you are not some puzzle game veteran, be careful here, because your gameplay can become a never-ending Google fest. Anyway, the game is gorgeous, it has nice steampunk and clockwork science elements in it, and that is always a feast for the eyes, and it will melt your smooth brain, maybe in a good way. Dead Space. Of course, I'm speaking about the recent remaster of the game, which is a fantastic game just like the original Dead Space, but I can almost assure you that if you played it a long time ago, you won't spot any difference. I completed the first game more than 10 years ago, and when I watched someone play the remastered version, honestly, I couldn't see anything new. Yeah, the graphics now are shiny and beautiful, but it is exactly how I remember the original version. So the remake is a great game on 2 occasions. First, if you want to replay the game, and not because there is a remaster available, but because of the game itself. And second, if you never played it. In that case, I can assure you, this is one of the best horror shooter games I ever played. Well, it's more like a thriller with a bunch of jump scares, but the atmosphere is amazing. The surroundings of the space station are made incredibly well, and the necromorphs are really creepy. Be sure that your mental balls are strong and hairy. 10 cold beers out of 10. Hades. 98% of positive reviews left by hundreds of thousands of people is the best proof that Hades is a masterpiece. This is a godlike, roguelike dungeon crawler that combines the best aspects of action RPG games and is a wonderful storyteller. As the immortal prince of the underworld, you wield powers and mythic weapons of Olympus to break free from the clutches of the god of the dead himself. You must grow stronger and unravel more of the story with each unique escape attempt. Yeah, each attempt. That kinda sums up this game where you will be dying all the time. But dying is a part of Hades, it's not something you should be afraid of. And people on Steam are saying, well, it doesn't matter what they say. It's a masterpiece, they are all praising the game and saying that it is the best ever, just like potato salad. Dune Spice Wars. At the beginning I was really surprised how light this game is. It only requires 4 GB of free space. What is this witchery? And because of that, Dune Spice Wars works incredibly smoothly. Loading times are almost non-existent, and the game itself launches very fast as well, a few seconds and you are in the main menu. I honestly can say that I am not used to this. The game itself looks like a casual 4X title, like Civilization, but it's not. It's a mix of 4X and real-time strategy. You start with your main base and then you have to expand. To do that, you need to explore surrounding areas with your ornithopter and find some resources. I mean areas rich in spice, having which is really nice. It rhymes because spice here is money, and money is nice. That always rhymes. Roses are red, violets are blue, money is nice. See? Anyway, I can recommend the game, I really liked it. And now thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Subscribe to